విశాఖ పిఎం పాలెం వద్ద ఉన్న ఒక ప్రైవేట్ ఫంక్షన్ హాల్లో చార్టర్డ్ అకౌంట్స్ కార్యక్రమానికి ఐటీ శాఖ మంత్రి నారా లోకేష్ ముఖ్య అతిథిగా ఇచ్చేశారు.
We are very happy to host this today's conference in this Visakhapatnam, the city of destiny, undoubtedly the financial capital of Sunrise State of
शुभं कुरु त्वं कल्याणं आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः 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 शत्रुबुद्धि विनाशाय दीपज्योतिर्नमोस्तुते दीपज्योति
దానికి హాజరయ్యే ముఖ్య అతిథి బట్టి ఆ ప్రోగ్రాం తిరుగుదల వస్తుంది. మరి ఈరోజు మనకు ఒక యూత్ ఐకాన్గా తనేంటో మొత్తం దేశం అంతా కూడా గుర్తించే విధంగా ఈరోజు పర్ఫార్మ్ చేస్తూ అందరి మనలో పొందుతున్న యువనాయకులు లోకేష్ బాబు గారు రావటం చాలా సంతోషం. గారు అలాగే మిత్రులు ప్రసన్న మిగతా ఇతర పెద్దలందరూ కూడా నమస్కారాలు తెలియజేసుకుంటూ విశాఖలో ఈ కార్యక్రమం ఏర్పాటు చేసేందుకు లోకల్ ఎమ్మెల్యేగా కూడా మీ అందరికీ ధన్యవాదాలు తెలియజేసుకుంటాం. జనరల్గా ప్రొఫెషనల్స్ గురించి ఏది బాగుంటుంది ఏంటనుకున్నప్పుడు కూడా సీఏ కూడా చేస్తే బాగుంటుంది, మంచి ఫ్యూచర్ ఉంటుందని కొంతమంది సజెస్ట్ చేసినప్పుడు వెంటనే కొంతమంది చెప్పారు సీఏలో చాలా తక్కువ మంది పాస్ అవుతారు బ్రదరు, ఓన్లీ 4-5% దాంట్లో క్వాలిఫై అవుతారు కాబట్టి అప్పుడు ప్రయత్నం చేయొద్దు అని చెప్పారు. సో దాని ఐటీ చాలా డిఫికల్ట్ లైన్ లాగా ఉంది మనకి ఎందుకని చెప్పి లాలోకి వచ్చాం. బట్ ఇక్కడ ఇంతమంది మీరు ఈరోజు క్వాలిఫైడ్ చార్టెడ్ అకౌంటెంట్స్ ఉండటం చాలా సంతోషం. మామూలుగా వాళ్ళు టాప్లో ఏదైతే డెలాయిట్ కావచ్చు కూడా ఇండియాలో మరి ప్రత్యేకంగా నేను వైజాగ్లో నేను బిజినెస్ చేస్తున్నప్పుడు మేము కూడా మాకు ప్రమేయం కంపెనో లేకపోతే రావణ్ కుమారో కొంతమంది వైజాగ్లో కూడా ఈ హౌస్ హోల్డ్ చార్ట్ అకౌంట్ నేమ్స్ ఉంటాయి. అటువంటి దగ్గర నుంచి ఈరోజు ఇప్పుడే మన మాట్లాడిన పెద్దలు చెప్పారు విశాఖపట్నం నుంచి మన ప్రసన్న ఈరోజు నేషనల్ వైస్ ప్రెసిడెంట్ అంటే వుడ్ బి ప్రెసిడెంట్. అయితే ఇక్కడ ప్రధానంగా మీరందరూ కూడా ఇంపార్టెంట్ ఎవరైతే ఒక కస్టోడియన్స్ ఆఫ్ ద ఇండియన్ ఎకానమీ ఆర్థిక శక్తిగా తయారు కాబోతా ఉంది. దానికి ప్రధానమైన కారణం ఆ రోజు కేంద్రంలో మన్మోహన్ సింగ్ గారు, పివి నరసింహరావు గారు దేశంలో ఇన్ని లక్షల కోట్ల రూపాయలు ట్యాక్స్ వసూలు అవుతా ఉన్నాయి, ఫిల్ఫరేజ్ లేకుండా జరుగుతూ ఉన్నాయి. ఇవన్నీ జరుగుతున్నాయంటే ఆ రిఫార్మ్స్ని కరెక్ట్గా ప్రజల్లోకి తీసుకెళ్ళింది మీరని చెప్పి కూడా తెలియజేసుకుంటూ ఈరోజు విశాఖపట్నం
మై లీడర్ నాకు ఇక్కడ తీసుకొచ్చి నన్ను కూడా ఫెసిలిటేట్ చేసి నన్ను కూడా మాట్లాడుతున్నారు. బట్ డెఫినెట్లీ ఐ వాంట్ టు మేక్ ఎ పాయింట్ అండర్ ది లెజెండరీ లీడర్షిప్ ఆఫ్ ఆనరబుల్ చీఫ్ మినిస్టర్ అండ్ టెక్నాలజీ ఓరియంటెడ్ యంగ్ లీడర్ నారా లోకేష్ గారు. ద స్టేట్ ఈస్ ఆస్పైరింగ్ ఫర్ ఎ బిగ్ నెంబర్. ద స్టేట్ ఈస్ ఆస్పైరింగ్ ఫర్ ఎ హ్యూజ్ డెవలప్మెంట్ ఫర్ ద స్టేట్. ద స్టేట్ హ్యాస్ లాస్ట్ its fate after post separation of Telangana. ఆంధ్ర విడిపోయిన తర్వాత రాష్ట్రం చాలా కోల్పోయింది. సో దాన్ని ఆస్పైర్ చేసి మళ్ళీ రాష్ట్రాన్ని దారిలో పెట్టాలంటే చాలా మైన్యూట్ మేనేజ్మెంట్, చాలా నిత్యం ప్రజల్లో ఉంటూ ప్రజలు తాలూక రిక్వైర్మెంట్ ఏంటి, ఎలా డెవలప్ చేయాలి, రాష్ట్రాన్ని ఏ రకంగా పరిగెత్తించాలనే దాని మీద గత 14-15 monthsగా నేను చూస్తున్నాను.
Andhra Pradesh and the chief guest of today's function. Respected Kondapalli Srinivas Garu, Honorable Minister for Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises, Government of Andhra Pradesh and the guest of honor for today's function. And she, respected Sri Ganta Srinivasa Garu, Member of Legislative Assembly from Bhimli constituency and the former Minister in the Government of Andhra Pradesh and former Member of Parliament also, CA Muppala Subbarao, the Vice Chairman of Southern to participate in the inaugural session of the 2 days national conference being conducted by Visakhapatnam branch, my home branch. And after I became the Vice President, there was a felicitation function organized in the month of February. After that, this is my first visit to, I visited Andhra Pradesh only once in a month. I come to Visakhapatnam, and this is the first time addressing all of the members in Visakhapatnam branch. And this is another memorable day for me, that within a span of 2 months, and the July and August, middle of September, within the 2 months, I got second opportunity to share the dais with our honorable leader, the leader of Andhra Pradesh, Shri Nara Lokesh Garu. Entire Andhra Pradesh, who are in practice, will do the same service here, so that
of Shri Nara Lokesh Garu by our own member from Visakhapatnam, C.A. Venula Manohar.
Yes, because all of you clap more for him. That shows he's clearly a very popular figure. And when we are sitting, Ganta Srinivas Garu was feeling very insecure. Rasan Kumar Garu, Rajikalo Vachasthara on the So to all the dignitaries on the dais, to fellow members of the Legislative Assembly, to the Honorable Minister, to all the professionals in front of me, a very warm welcome. ICAI is not just about balance sheets. It's about building a balance of society. You are not only auditors of accounts, but you are auditors of accountability. You are not just record keepers of finance, but you are architects of nation building. Where there is trust in numbers, growth will happen in that nation. And that trust rests with all of you who are seated in front of me. Be part of such wonderful conferences. Honestly, I'm envious because I really wish we had such conferences for members of legislative assemblies or even for ministers. Because one thing I believe that's constant in life is learning. If you look at all the great leaders in our country across sectors, with them is their curiosity to always learn. I had the great opportunity to meet the Honorable Prime Minister, sir, one-on-one. At the same time, I get to spend a lot of time with our Honorable Chief Minister. One thing I noticed common among them is their curiosity to always learn. They are willing to listen. And I believe that this conference will play a very, very important role in enriching you in that journey of learning. As Visakhapatnam, it is a jewel for Andhra Pradesh. It is the capital for IT, medical devices manufacturing, pharma, and even the deep water port ecosystem that we are building out here. Under the visionary leadership of our Honorable Chief Minister, Shri Nara Chandrababu Naidu Garu, if Vizag grows, only then will Andhra Pradesh grow. And we are committed to the growth of Visakhapatnam. Very proud that Rasan Kumar Garu hails from Visakhapatnam. It is very unfortunate that he is not visiting us a lot more. I'll request sir to spend a lot more time visiting us. Definitely I have a lot of asks from you. I'll come to it at the end of my speech. But it's really exciting to see a Telugu person lead the ecosystem going forward. And we look forward to your leadership and doing jobs. The other side of the coin is every industrial revolution has created more jobs than it has replaced. Countries that have embraced industrial revolution have always benefited out of it. India is a great beneficiary of the IT revolution. That is where we were able to jump the entire manufacturing revolution and go straight to services. Today that opportunity is again in front of us in AI. And as a state and as a nation, we should embrace AI and take things forward. AI is here. AI is going to transform the sectors that we are all working in. As a political party, we have actually deployed AI on our entire database. We are running AI algorithms on our library, digital library, where we want to give access to our leaders, where including press notes with proper references, with proper data sets, they'll be able to generate and give it out to the media. And also when we are having any discussions in the assembly, we want to enable them to have a meaningful debate and discussion using AI as a tool. So as a political party, we have embraced, as CAs, you also have to embrace AI, and it will definitely transform our sectors going forward. You know, as a state, we are all about speed of doing business. If you look at, TCS coming to Visakhapatnam, Cognizant coming to Visakhapatnam, or even Google setting up one of the largest data centers in the world here in Visakhapatnam, all these were possible because we delivered on our promise of speed of doing business. This is core to this government, this administration. We believe that IT, pharma, green energy, aerospace and food processing will play a very, very important role here in Visakhapatnam. Balanced regional growth is something that's very, very important. And as a state, we believe that there should be one capital, but development should definitely be decentralized. And policies are not just about a piece of paper, but I look forward to all the CAs enabling us to actually implement the policies. As the Honorable Vice Chairman has just said, it's very important that we actually implement it ethically and in the right spirit. So if there is someone who helps navigate all these policies, it is the CAs here. If there is someone who enables the entrepreneur to navigate all the regulations, it is the CAs here. And as the Honorable MSME Minister has just stated, you play a very important role in creating the ecosystem. And as the state government here, we are willing to support you through and through. In the world we see everyone talking about the big fours. And time has come for India to challenge it. I believe that Andhra Pradesh and India has that intellectual horsepower to create the next big accounting firm. It was the leadership on the dais to sort of work in this direction. I think time has now come where Indians can not only serve India, but can serve the global economy and play a very, very important role. And under your leadership, we look forward to taking this initiative forward. I was jokingly saying, there are CAs and then there are friends of CAs. I'm a friend of CA. There is no way I would have qualified as a CA. Your exams are extremely tough. You have to always learn. It's not an easy journey, but you play a very, very important role. Of course, we have the dairy business. And when you're finalizing the accounts, there's always going to be a tussle between management and the chartered accountants. It could be the internal auditors, it could be the statutory auditors, but in our company it is always the internal auditors and statutory auditors who have the last say. Because the chairman of the board used to be D. Sitaramaiah. And Sitaramaiah is a well-renowned chartered accountant, and I have learned a lot from Sitaramaiah. And today, if I can analyze balance sheets well, it is because of his guidance to me personally. Even in the ports, there are huge investments now coming about. So here I would request all the CAs to play a very important role in this transformative journey that Andhra Pradesh is going to take forward. And beyond the compliances, it's very important that ESG is here, and all of us have to play a very important role. And to all the CAs here, I'm sure our professions will take us to different parts of the country and different parts of the world. Please be brand ambassadors of Andhra Pradesh. We are here to support you, support the companies that you want to bring here to invest in Andhra Pradesh. And as you see the entire leadership here, we are young, we are hungry. If there's one thing that's another transformation that's happening, it's also in the politics of Andhra Pradesh. If you look at it, out of the 164 MLAs that you elected, for the NDA government, 50% are first-time MLAs. Out of the 25 ministers, including Honorable Chief Minister, out of 25 ministers, 17 are first-time ministers. So what we bring is raw energy, hunger to serve our state. And we are here to do only one thing, make Andhra Pradesh number one across any sectors that we operate in. So to the Honorable Vice President of ICAI, Prasanna Kumar Garu, I have some specific requests, borderline demands. Plus మీరు తెలుగు వారు కనుక నేను డిమాండ్ చేయగలుగుతాను అనుకుంటున్నా. ప్రధానంగా we have to build a center of excellence where we can showcase the intersection of AI and accounting and audit. And I believe that center of excellence should happen from the data city here in Visakhapatnam. I look forward to working with you on that. And in this tariff war, there are sectors that are going to face a lot of headwind. And I believe every crisis is an opportunity. And this is something that our leader Chandrababu Naidu Garu has taught us really hard. It could be Government of India, Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji Garu, and here under the leadership of the Honorable Chief Minister Shri Nara Chandrababu Naidu Garu, we want to work with all of you to look at our entire regulatory framework. What I would request, sir, is let's take a 100-day action plan. Let's look at every possible law, every regulatory framework that is here, and actually question it, challenge it. If you look at it, we are the first state that has brought in labor reforms. Just before I conclude, take the road less travel, and believe me, it is the most rewarding experience that you will have. Because a lot of people advised me not to contest from Mangalagiri the second time. A lot of people told Brahmani, please tell Lokesh to also file nomination in a second seat, just as a backup. I told Brahmani one thing, the day I do it, I would have accepted defeat. I said, good or bad, I have chosen a path, let me see this through. I want to challenge the entire system on why I really can't deliver. And people were very kind, they blessed me. Honestly, I didn't have the satisfaction of having the highest majority, because Visakhapatnam people gave first and second vote. Even now, I am excited in the boardroom. My PA again is here lingering around. He came and told me, he said, no, sorry, done Rajwakar meeting. Then Bhimli beat you. So, unfortunately, I am number 3. But we owe a lot to Visakhapatnam. As a political party, even in 2019, you have blessed us. You really re-elected all our MLAs here. It means a lot. We owe a lot to Visakhapatnam. And rest assured, in the next 4 years, you will see a very transformed Visakhapatnam under the leadership of the Chief Minister. And last point before I conclude, because whenever I talk about Visakhapatnam, I get excited. All of you know we did Yoga Andhra. I'm sure to come do yoga on the beach road just because the Honorable Prime Minister and the Honorable Chief Minister made a call. But people of Visakhapatnam showed up. 3 lakh people. Did you know 3 lakh people did yoga? And I believe that is the way we stand with our Honorable Prime Minister. When the entire world put up, Visakhapatnam stood by him, Andhra Pradesh stood by him, and it means a lot. If you look at it, the Honorable Prime Minister came back to Visakhapatnam, did a lot of reforms at the central level to bring Google to Visakhapatnam. So we owe the Honorable Prime Minister a lot. And for me personally, hats off to the people of Visakhapatnam for your resilience, your commitment, and any call that the Honorable Chief Minister gives, all of you really show up and bring numbers and stand by. We really appreciate it. You definitely.
Gentlemen, it's my distinct honor and privilege to extend a heartfelt vote of thanks. We are equally a special thanks to our dynamic leaders of the Institute, CA.
back.